the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusafo ene Kwame Bafo Abronye esan eba bepiem wo eye Accra Circuit Court ene lawyers na ene de na editwam se pa se ohwe police according to Nanabi HSA na omumbeye se over 200 policemen ena chese ede Kwame Bafo Abronye ebaye ewa bra no mde no ahye eye police for Black Maria no emu na in fact eho edane butu eye manyamanya se the videos ahodo na bia ye hunu no NPP phone nyinada omososo e de omo numbers ekokopie mu ewo ho achese na court ho enye asam ketwa na ene court no asan agene Kwame Bafo Abronye case no ana wasan akache ne se omo fa no konsa won prisons abusafo ehon na chese etwa NPP for awo se ye signed Kwame Bafo Abronye kwa akoshe insawon prisons for 1 week achese court echese on sign bra back to court 19th of September 2025 ebu. So it means or sign eko akwa spend 1 more week and sign on my rest ebi o metimi agrantini bail and ase omonye na ene na nabi Henry na naboache aka ne pense NPP for ewie bibia omonso so for the case no e ama all the international communities ama omunyina hu say John Dramani Mahama abuse ni power wo oman Ghana mu ha and at the same time we see NPP for also are ready say from Monday going omo staging massive protest kesiye pa ewo eye oman Ghana mu etia John Dramani Mahama any eye judges are omo etna sa case we so ai ne omo ntimi angrante eye Kwame Bafo Abronye bail no in fact omo abuse omo power because se wo hwe se ye de Kwame Bafo Abronye ehye Black Maria mu abra onye criminal mo say eye offensive conduct eno no warrant mo se mo treating way in this way na eno no so warrant mo for continuous detention chese mo de no kwakoshe eye insawam prisons according to Nanabi no or chese they are treating Kwame Bafo Abronye as a terrorist. In fact yetie ne sema or the two eja
sentiments registered on the current updates. Nana, thank you so much for joining us here on Good Afternoon Ghana. So what did you go to court to do?
Oh, clearly, as you are aware, I mean, just this Tuesday, our regional chairman for Bono region was brought before the court. He was remanded to police custody. He was brought before the court again today. We were hoping, we made a very strong case, and his representation was very strong. Honorable Afenyo Ken. In fact, they were being even led by Honorable Fred Blay. Honorable Afenyo Ken was there, and then also Buffett Dane as well, and then Lawyer Marty. We made a strong case. We are of the view that this is a state-sponsored harassment. Look, what did Abronye say? What Abronye said amounts to a misdemeanor. It is not as if he's committed a felony. He is not a terrorist. He is not a hardened criminal. And if you've seen the images, the police marched him. There were almost about 200 policemen armed to the teeth. And they put him in this Black Maria handcuffed. You see, our problem is the unfair application of the law. Very, very imbalanced. Very biased. And clearly you can see that the state is weaponizing state institutions to harass the opposition. Look, so far Zoka, we don't even know when he was arrested. We have not even seen his picture. We are just being told that he was arrested and he was granted bail. Somebody who threatened to kill the minority leader. Somebody who physically assaulted the third vice national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. He was just arrested, we are being told. He was given bail, and he's been told to reappear before court, I think on the 13th or so. In fact, the communications officer for Buakonov, he specifically also said that they are looking for myself, Afenyo Markin, and not to kill. The video is viral. In fact, the New Patriotic Party officially petitioned the IJP. As we speak, we have not received any correspondence from the IJP, and it's been almost a week. The petition was sent by Richard Ahiaba, our communications director. It was signed by the General Secretary. So are we in a kangaroo state? Do we have different or separate laws for
Did
the
you
NDC?
say that someone had threatened that he's looking for you and Afenyo King, who's minority leader?
Say it again, Annie.
Did you say that someone had threatened that he's looking
Not
for you?
someone, Alhaji Amadou, not just someone. He is a communications officer for Buakwa for the NDC. Alhaji Amadou, Abdul Amadou. You haven't seen the video?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to send it to you right after this.
Please
interview.
do, yes.
He openly said that, oh, we are looking for 3 people. Anodombre, Afanyoma, and Nanabi. They are going to kill them. In fact, if we meet them here, they are going to be cemetery. Those were his exact.
He said
words.
that in the video.
In the video.
Okay, that's life threatening. If you can
And
really.
yes, and we have petitioned the IGP. We have added the video. In fact, I sent the video to a senior police officer who is a director general at the head office. You know what he told me? He told me that, oh, they are still analyzing all the footages and all the videos and it will inform their strategy. What?
But that's the right thing to do, no?
No, this was 2nd of September, the day we were having the by-election.
Yeah.
What's today's date? That was 2nd.
And then again, lawyer, you said someone threatened to eliminate, I don't want to use that word you used on air, but eliminate minority leader.
Yes.
Who was that?
So far, Zoka said that if he had met Afenyo King at the place he was at the time he was granting that interview, we were going to have a by-election in his constituency.
Yes, and is that how you interpret that to mean?
What are you talking about? What interpretation? Are you speaking for him? What interpretation, Annie, can you put on this? When we were having a by-election in Akwatia as a result of the demise of the MP, and then you come and say that, look, if we go, if we go, if he had met Afenyo King there, we're going to even take his corpse, and that we're going to have a by-elections there, similar to what we have in Nakotia. What other interpretation do you want to put on this?
Okay.
What alternative interpretation do you have, Annie, for this?
Right.
This is a clearly
have you made an official, have you made an like the Alhaji Amadou statement, have you made an official statement or complaint
Annie,
about?
I will send all of it to you. We sent it a week. I'm surprised you haven't even seen it because it was viral. It went everywhere.
No, I have seen Azorka's statement. It's not the Amadou's own. No, I have not seen, but I've seen Azorka's statement. Yeah, but the question is, have you gone to the police with Azorka as well? Have you made an official complaint?
Yes, we have. That is why I'm saying that the General Secretary officially petitioned the IGP.
Okay.
Officially. That was last week. We sent the petition last week, Thursday.
Okay. Now, back to the Abronye situation. I've seen, the party machinery has now begun moving to courts with him when he's brought for the case to be pursued. But what exactly are you going to be doing going forward? It doesn't look like the complaints.
No. We are going to rise up against this unfair treatment, this abuse of power, abuse of due process. We are going to rise up against this. We are going to support the National Youth Wing is organizing a huge protest against this state-sponsored harassment, weaponizing state institutions to harass the opposition. You are going to have a big demonstration, and then the entire party is going to support the National Youth Wing. I have seen the notification now. And we are going to support the National Youth Wing led by Salam Mustafa. We are going to protest. And we are also going to, again, write to the international communities. It is very important that we let them know how the abuse of power being superintended over by this administration. And look, I dare say Nana Addo was an angel, trust me. I dare say Nana Addo was an angel. We've been in this country where even a journalist sat on TV, live TV, and said that, look, if Nana Addo should be in a private jet, that jet should crash and kill Nana Addo. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't. In fact, I remember some NDC members saying that Nana Addo's first wife, Nana Addo is responsible for the death of his first wife. Who arrested any of these people? We've had worse things in this country. And today, we are criminalizing free speech. We have had a repeal of the criminal libel law years ago. And it looks like now we are going through the back door.
Okay, is it your position? Okay, lawyer, is it your position that stating or making references to abusive and inflammatory comments in previous administration should continue?
No. In fact, today we have even said that we do not support unsavory comments, inflammatory language. No, we do not support that. But what we are seeing is the high-handedness, the approach, and the unfair application of the law. Because if somebody should make life-threatening comments against myself, Honorable Afenyomakin, Honorable Anodompre, and the person is still working free. And so far as Walker was arrested, we didn't even hear anything. Look, when Abronye was arrested, we saw pictures of him circulating on social media. I have not seen even any picture of so far Walker circulated on social media. Yet we are being told that he was arrested and he was granted bail.
Yes, we've seen
somebody who threatens the life of another person is given bail. But somebody who, in the words of the police, insults the IGP is being treated like
it's being treated like what?
A terrorist.
How?
But today, did you see the number of policemen? Over 200, I counted.
I am watching
200.
it. I'm watching
yes.
it. I'm watching it on
yes,
screen.
And
now.
it was horrible. And then how they brought him the almost in about 3 pickups with armed policemen in there.
But
they had handcuffed him.
But lawyer, you are the national organizer for the NPP, the biggest opposition party. I'm sure you are very much aware of the gravitas of Abronye GC and the support base he has. You're not underestimating that, right?
I do not. But what I'm trying to say is that what they did clearly is imbalanced. Clearly. In fact, this is somebody who himself turned himself in. They invited him and he went with his lawyer. So he is not a threat. So we should put that on record, that it is not as though Abronye was arrested somewhere hiding. No, he himself went to the police EID with his lawyer. So clearly that person is not a threat. And he's known, he's a born original chairman for the New Patriotic Party.
All right.
So we are going to rise up, we are going to support the National Youth Wing of the New Patriotic Party. We are going to have a big protest and we are going to have series of events.
You're going to have series of events.
Yes. This weaponization of state institution against the opposition must stop.
When is this series of events starting?
No, we started. He just announced, I think, 23rd of this very month.
23rd of September.
Yes, of this month. Yes.
Of September. Okay, and it's starting from Accra, or we're doing across the nation?
Yes, in Accra.
From different regions in Accra.
Yes, it will be announced soon. All the events, it will be announced soon.
Okay, all right. Henry Nanabwache, lawyer, and then a national organizer for the NPP, and position as a national organizer for the New Patriotic Party on what has happened so far. And well, the update is indeed that the party is organizing a massive demonstration. It's being led by the youth organizer for the party, Salam Mustafa. And there's going to be a series of activities to drum home the seeming abuse of power by this government, according to Nsem-Pii, and then also seek international assistance, on how to at least call the president to order. I'm sure that is what they will be seeking. Let's see how.
The court as a channel. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, yesterday when a UK UK Minister of State visited Parliament. In my interactions, I had this to say, that the time has come for political Ghana must make progress. Since 1992, when we started this democracy, we've gone through challenges. I think that under this reset dispensation, we will see something different. But this situation of abusing human rights under the guise of ensuring law and order isn't there here nor there. If you look at the charges, these are all misdemeanor. These are charges that are not serious offenses. If you say somebody is publishing fake news with the intent to cause fear and panic, it's a mere misdemeanor. Then you again say that his conduct is offensive conduct and it breaches the peace. These are not serious matters, and I mean, this shouldn't lead to somebody being put in Black Maria.
That's threats.
On the contrary, a national officer of the NDC threatened my life, threatened the national organizer and other senior members of the party. Threat of death openly. We petition. Unfortunately, because there's a different Ghana for MPP, arrested the said officer. A communication officer of the NDC in Akotia constituency also repeated this said threat, but he has not been. And that is what we see. You see, our friends in the NDC should watch this. Power is like an ice block. When it's given to you, it starts to melt.
Offensive conduct conducive to the breach of peace. But today, the defense is seeking bail, and the prosecution came to argue that they need 2 more weeks to put their case together for more investigations. And so that's been what's been happening in court today. The request for time to continue investigations and the request for bail on the part of the defense. In the end, the judge has granted the prosecution 7 days to go ahead and carry out further investigations before the case is called back on Friday the 19th. And so that's where we are today.
All right.